Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Probably will be up the day or two afterwards, but I just did a little work this morning, and we're on the final stretch. You see the moss work, and we got the tufts in on this one. This one's done, except for the, we're going to put in some EnviroTex for the fountains. It's a 2-part epoxy. It's awesome. It takes it takes a whole day to dry, maybe even over 24 hours. But that's one of the best things you can use for thicker water. Anything over, just like a, eighth of an inch or anything like that, you want to use the hard epoxy. It doesn't shrink. It's very nice. I'm just going to throw some acrylic ink in it. I use this Robert and Dowdy stuff. This is the stuff I use for some of my homemade washes too. And I'll do a mixture of that. It's going to be kind of greenish, murky, kind of your standard, neglected fountain look. Okay, there's that piece. And we have these two pieces. I went in and did the lights to make them look like they're dead. There's kind of gray, and then did a black wash on them, cleaned them up a little bit. I did put a little bit of static grass on this, so it looks like there was a lawn there at one time, and that is done. And a little moss on the rocks, just how less is more. Didn't want to do too much. Plus it's playable, all wearing off. And then the final piece. There's the barrel. I just did some basic weathering on it. Also, I used those model mates that I won from Templar Crusades. I think it was this 3,000 subscriber contest that I won, and got a whole mess. I don't know if you can see it there on one of my paint racks. That whole top area is all model mates that I won from him. Awesome contest, awesome guy, great channel. He's the best for contests and content on the YouTube, I believe. And I did that with the light there too. And there's a couple little patches of static grass and a little bit of the moss, and that is done. So I'll be back. I'm going to pour those varnishes, and we're done. And we'll get some nice photos done too. Thanks for hanging in there, and please subscribe and comment, please. Thanks. Here's a quick update. I just poured the EnviroTex Lite. This is a 50-50 mix in a little medicine cup. Threw some inks in there to, cloudy it up and make it dirty looking. Poured it in there. Obviously, that was the one that's not damaged, so it's a little higher with the, water not pumping anymore. And that one looks like it's dehydrated and drained because it's broken down to a certain point. And let's see, a little closer look. And, this is just poured seconds ago, so it's going to take at least 24 hours to dry. Especially that one's probably over 1/8 of an inch thick. That's probably just about a 1/16 of an eighth. And you can see some of the detail on the bottom still. And I think it turned out pretty nice. So after I let this dry, then we'll put this up on the gaming board and get some photos done, and we are finished. I'd like to say thank you again for hanging in there with my series, and we'll look for some new projects in the future. Thanks for watching, and happy Thanksgiving. We are done, everyone. This is the large section, the large half section. You see the sidewalks are done. I got some green flocking in there to simulate moss growing out of the stagnant fountains. You see the fountains, one that's broken, it's drained out. The other one's got a bunch of soupy mix of mess in there. Also went in there with a paint. This last minute thing. I love this new stuff I got in a local art store here in Sacramento, University Arts, I believe. Golden transparent. It's got a really good agitator in it. Good price too. I can't remember what I paid for it, but it's a gray shade. I use it as a smoke damage. See if I go in these little areas right there, and just kind of feather that in. Looks like a little fire hit it. And that is it on this. And let's show you the other 2/4 pieces. Especially these pieces where they have a lot of the damage. You can see in there. Just feathered in the darkness. All through there. And through there too looked a little burnt. So I went in there, took that green Russian uniform and dry brushed in those sections of walls that came down. And did some moss in here. Also did some small patches of static grass. Looks like there used to be a lawn back there when that was an operational building. And it's kind of worn away and trampled down, but there's a couple little patches right through there. And you still have the tufts that I did. And just kind of, you see where moss kind of just grow, overgrown little small sections. Same here with the moss, a little tuft by the skeleton, and the smoke damage. Kind of just adds a little more interest to it. And that is it for this piece of terrain. Thanks for hanging in there. And I will be starting a new project shortly. And don't forget to please comment and subscribe. Thanks.